Once upon a time, in a land far away called Babylon, there lived a king named Nebuchadnezzar. Neb was a powerful king with a big palace, a big army, and a big ego. He thought he was the bee's knees and wanted everyone else to think so too. One day, Neb decided to build a giant statue made entirely of gold. It was super tall and placed in the middle of a big plain for everyone to see. Then came the king's new rule. When you hear the music, everyone must bow down and worship the golden statue. If you didn't bow, you'd be thrown into a fiery furnace. In Babylon, there were 3 young men named Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They worked for King Neb and were good at their jobs, but they worshipped the one true God who had a rule: don't worship any statues. This could be a big fiery problem. The big day arrived for the dedication of the golden statue. The band struck up a tune, and people started to bow. Everyone in the crowd hit the dirt, except for 3 figures, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They didn't bow because their hearts belonged to God. Bowing to a statue was like saying it was more important than God, and they couldn't do that. Their faith was not for sale, not even to save their skin. Imagine being them, standing tall while everyone else bowed. The pressure was huge, but they chose God over gold. Their refusal was a simple act of loyalty. They loved God more than popularity or safety. They had made a promise to him and intended to keep it, even if it meant facing the king's terrible temper and a furnace that was probably already warming up. Their courage shone brighter than any gold. News travels fast, especially bad news for the king. Jealous officials rushed to King Neb, telling him that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego didn't bow. Furious, King Neb ordered them to be brought before him. He gave them one more chance to bow when the music played. If they didn't, they'd be thrown into the blazing furnace. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego calmly replied, "If we are thrown into the furnace, the God we serve is able to deliver us. But even if he does not, we will not serve your gods or worship the image of gold." King Neb went from furious to super-duper mega furious and ordered the furnace to be heated 7 times hotter. The king's strongest soldiers grabbed Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, tied them up and tossed them into the fiery furnace. The flames were so hot that they zapped the soldiers who threw them in. It seemed like the end for our 3 heroes. But then, King Neb jumped to his feet in shock, his eyes wide open. "Didn't we tie up 3 men and throw them into the fire?" he asked. "Yes, look, your majesty," his advisors replied. "I see 4 men walking around in the fire, untied and unharmed, and the 4th looks like a son of the gods." The king rushed to the opening of the furnace and called out, "Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, servants of the Most High God, come out." They walked out of the raging inferno, unharmed. Everyone was amazed. Not a hair on their heads was singed, and they didn't even smell like smoke. King Nebuchadnezzar was blown away and declared, "Praise be to the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He has sent his angel and rescued his servants. He made a new law. No one could say anything bad about their God." Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego got promotions. Their faith showed a whole kingdom and a very proud king that trusting God is the best choice no matter how hot things get. Till next time, don't forget to like and subscribe.